They're your plans and
Brilliant.
the application
Okay.
form. Do I need anything
Right,
else?
recording and transcribing. Right, make sure everyone knows they're being recorded and transcribed. Right, welcome everybody to the additional Billesley Award Forum meeting on Friday the 21st of June. Item 1 is to welcome everybody and to remind everybody that this is being recorded and it'll be put on the council's YouTube channel for in perpetuity or whatever the word is. Okay.
In perpetuity.
With perpetuity. Thank you. I can never say that word. Okay, so item 2 is to view and discuss the proposal for Brum Breathes funding. So the purpose, I'm sure Marie can explain in more detail, but the purpose of Brum Breathes is that we've been given £40,000 a year for last year and this year, so £80,000 in total, to from the clean air zone money in the city centre to spend on things that will promote active travel. Just logging into my computer now. Promote active travel and improve air quality and make it safer for you know, cycling, walking, using the buses, things like that. In communication with the schools and with the highways officers at the council, me, Councillor Phil Davis, the highways engineers at the council and the schools have come up with some proposals that hopefully Marie has got ready now to share with us all.
Just give me a couple of minutes, Councillor, because I have found the application form.
Brilliant. I'm logged in now, so hopefully I'll be able to
park restrictions around Our Lady of Lords. Yes, okay. I'm a minute.
So if I talk through them while Marie gets them then. So our proposals are to install more double yellow lines on Tritterford Road and Colborne Road to prevent drivers parking their vehicles on the junctions so that it's safer for children to cross the roads and walk to the 2 schools on Tritterford Road, which is at Our Lady of Lords School and Billesley Primary School, and also to put bollards and I think there's some, is it called bunding, Marie?
Yes, bunding.
It's where you heap up the soil and grass so that people can't get onto a verge.
That's right.
So around
there's a lot of it already in place on Tritterford Road.
The whole length of Tritterford Road is done.
Yeah. So around Our Lady of Lords Primary School, that will be done. And then there's also proposals around Yardley Wood Primary School. So I've been there with the head teacher and witnessed drivers driving their vehicles across the pedestrian entrance to the Pelican Crossing, whilst all the families and children trying to cross the Pelican Crossing and get to school. So the proposal is to put bollards around that area to prevent parents from doing that, because they come up one drop curve, drop their kids off and then continue. So to do that, and then also the area in front of the pavement, which is quite a wide pavement in front of the old people's home, just on School Road, just down from just next to Billesley Primary School, is lots of vehicles double park on that stretch of pavement, and children and their families are winding their way through it to try to get to school. So the proposal is to put bollards around that as well to prevent parents, to prevent people from parking there so that children can walk to school or cycle to school on the pavements more safely. And then the third proposal that hopefully I'm not forgetting anything, Marie, please confirm. The third proposal, which we can do all three of these for the 80,000, is to put a zebra crossing at the bottom of Haunch Lane where the shops are.
Yes.
To promote walking in that area. So obviously it's a very busy area because of the two mini roundabouts and the row of shops there, and the buses go down that way as well, and it's just gets very hectic and crowded, making it very dangerous for pedestrians to cross that stretch of road. So the proposal is to put the zebra crossing in that location. I haven't yet seen plans for that one.
No, I haven't got that drawing actually of the zebra crossing. No, it's not in the folder. I've got the bollards and Tritterford, the double yellows around Our Lady of Lords, Westridge, but I haven't got the zebra crossing. So yeah, have you received it? Did Sir G send it to you to have a check to approve, or?
I don't recall it, but
I don't think he has. No, I don't. I made a note of that. I'll make a note. But yes, we had put that to you, the both of you and Councillor Davies, and you both agreed. Do you want me to show you? Shall I share the drawings now, or do you want to finish?
Yeah, if you can share the drawings, that would be fantastic. Thank you, because I'm still loading. Can you believe it? I'm very nearly there.
Oh, right. Okay. Now, how can I take over now? Because the meeting organisers and presenters can share. I can't share.
No, nor can I. So
No.
It's grayed out. You're the only
Yes,
person who
that's
can
right.
share, Catherine.
Sorry, give me 1 second. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't share.
Yeah, give me 1 second. No.
I cannot share. I've got them, but I can't share them.
Well, have you got, Marie, have you got them as electronic files?
Yeah, I can
That's
send them
brilliant.
to you. I mean, it's only
The easiest thing to do is email them.
I can email them to you, no problem. Oh, I could do them now. Oh, hang on a minute. I could do in case. Did you say, is your machine up and running now, Councillor?
Let me just, hang on a second. Sorry, I just had to deal with...
A domestic emergency.
Yes, I know.
Can I just ask you while you're doing that? In this country, why has no one ever thought of the possibility of American-style school buses? And they do not have people parking outside schools because you have to get the children have to go by bus. They don't have all this nonsense of double parking and clogging up the road and stuff like that.
Couldn't agree with you more. Beryl, that was one of my suggestions when we first got this Brum Breeds money, especially for Swanshurst School, because with the primary schools, the vast majority of the children obviously live within half a mile, walking distance of the school. Maybe a bit further for Our Lady of Lords, obviously, because it's a Catholic primary school, so that might have a larger catchment area. But the other schools, the vast majority of children are going to come from within walking distance. So there shouldn't be a need to drive your child to school. But for Swanshurst School, obviously lots of the children come from Sparkbrook, Spark Hill,
but they're teenagers. Can't they get a bus or walk or do something?
So that was one of my suggestions originally, was how to use the money, was to at least part fund subsidise a bus from Sparkbrook, Spark Hill to Swanshurst, and I did task officers to look into it and come up with quotes by that wasn't to Marie, but to the transport to school team. But I think they were going to go to the Green Bus Company to get quotes, and then the next month the green bus company stopped operating. So
You were thwarted.
indeed. So right, I'm on now. Let me sorry everybody. Billesley, Brum breathe sponge. Okay. See if I can change the people. Marie. Make a presenter. I can make you a presenter. Right, Marie. I've made you a presenter. Are you able to share now?
Oh,
are you able to share now?
Right, let's have a look. Let's go on to now. Oh yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Just about to send it to you, but okay, let's have a look. Right, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Great, good. So right, okay. So these are the proposals. As we know, we can see Tritterford Road, the Our Lady of Lourdes Church there, school right next door. So we are proposing, but the problem is, of course, because of the school, we've got the zebra crossing just down there, and we have a lot of congestion issues. Even in the evening, because my mum just lives up the road, i.e. that's where I am now, and there's always cars parked in on the verge. Just down here, further down by the school. But anyhow, these are the proposals. Double yellow lines, Colborne Road, junction with Tritterford, West Ridge, and also Wedge Ridge Junction, Glen Rise, and Tritterford Junction, Pilfour Road. That's
I'll tell you where else they need double yellow lines is at the top of Colborne Road, junction with Brook Lane, because people park on that corner completely illegally, and it is dangerous if you are coming round that corner, because we live on Colborne Road, and we can tell you it's so dangerous on that corner where it joins Brook Lane, just past the shops, coming down into Colborne Road. People park on that corner.
The problem is not actually a school. There's a crammer, that gets kids through exams. That's at the top on the Brook Lane shops. So that's the parents' drive to the top of Colborne Road, the junction with Brook Lane.
And that's where they park.
And park there and block it all up. So yes, where you put your little thing there, that's it.
Yeah.
Oops.
So that literacy club that it said there.
Yeah.
Yes, you see here.
You're in Colborne Road.
Yeah.
Just back up a bit.
Yeah. This corner here.
Yes. That corner.
This corner here.
Yeah.
That's
here.
Okay.
Because you did see the Brook Lane shops then when you went into that other shot.
Yeah.
And it showed the literacy club, and that has caused a lot of extra park. You used to be able to park there. You can hardly ever park there now because it's just loads of people, and then they park around the corner because they can't park anywhere else.
Yes, but it's only dangerous on that curve.
Just on that, yes.
That's the back of the shops.
Yeah.
That's the back of the shops. But on that
curve. But just further up where that tree is, just on that corner.
So when somebody drives into Colborne Road, you have a head-on collision situation quite regularly.
You can see there's a blind bend. So ideally you can do it doubles from the junction to
just around the
to the BT post, to the tree, to where that white car is, or
it doesn't need to go as far as that. It's from the back of that black car. The actual thing where the highway code tells you not to park. That's
where they park.
That's where they park. That radius around that bend. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the other places you're pointing to are correct.
Yeah.
The only thing is that you should consult, I think, Catherine, with the church, because that is where they park for the funerals.
They're always having funerals.
Yes.
Practically every week a funeral. It's always Friday.
So what I'm saying
is the double yellow lines aren't going anywhere that isn't already actually illegal to park.
Correct.
Right.
It's the same point.
So,
The highway code
yes.
says you shouldn't park
You,
there
you shouldn't
anyway.
park. You shouldn't
Yes.
park on a
That's right.
junction
Yeah.
anyway. So
No,
Yeah.
that's right. So we're reinforcing that. You're quite right. But
mm.
as a courtesy, I would tell the church what you're
Phil.
doing. Okay.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
absolutely.
they're fine.
Sorry,
They're
mate.
fine, Marie. That's perfect, and
I think
we'll
it
have
would
a
all
very
go out
good
to
effect, make it a lot
consultation anyway,
safer.
won't it,
Yeah.
Marie?
Right.
Marie.
Okay. All right. So I've noted that. I've noted that location, councillor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Marie, does it
Um,
have to go out to consultation? These proposals, it does, doesn't it?
Well, that's when everything at the minute you've got once you've agreed your proposals.
Yes. And then we get
and
yeah.
it's approved at the ward forum.
Mm.
Then once it comes over to me, then yes, I would consult as
Yes.
part of the statutory procedure when it comes to a TRO.
You have to. It's because
Yeah.
it's a TRO.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I've
There's
got
a
to,
formal consultation, which nobody pays a blind bit of notice to, Marie. But yes, the law does
Yes.
require a formal consultation for a TRO, and this is costing 15,000 quid to get this TRO at least.
Yeah.
So
That's why
that's
we
what
like
you're.
to put. Yes, that's why we
Yeah,
like to
yeah.
put a few locations together.
Yes,
to form
please.
one
So that's
TRO.
if you can put the top of Colborne Road as well as the bottom, then
Yeah.
it will all be a lot safer for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Any others you want to show us?
So there was another one.
We've got lots more.
Yeah, well, we can take some of them as read because they're
So this one is the
Yeah, this is the
Okay.
bunding and the bollards at the bottom of Tritterford.
right.
Okay.
Yes, bollards and a bit of bunding. It starts at
No, it says double height curbing. It says double height
we're doing a bit of a curbing. Oh yeah, that's right. Yes,
I'm sure that there's already double height curbing there, certain of it.
Yeah, but they still park on there,
opposite Colborne.
so it can't be that high.
No. The bollards are a good idea. Yeah, we agree with all of that. Since we're the
Okay.
only two. Hello, Phil. Since we're the only two people here, we agree.
Agree.
Good. I see you doing the business, which is the main thing.
Yeah.
We're going on a European tour now, by the look of it.
No, so
Sadly, not.
Okay then. So oh, I'm going the wrong way.
what are you looking for, Marie?
Right. Yeah. Okay then. So we've agreed. Yeah.
Just
quite happy
wanting to
with
look
that.
at the junction outside Tritterford so that we
Tritterford.
can
Oh,
see
just,
see what's in place there at the moment.
because I think right, where are we now? We are further.
It's
Oh, right. Oh, we further right up Tritterford.
No, that's all houses. You want the
That's
school.
Tritterford Road.
Yeah, but you want the school.
I'm at the other end, aren't I?
Yeah.
I don't know. One end's the chippy, the other's the school. I can't see either. You must be in the middle.
Here we are. I'm passing the shops now. Coming
Yeah.
down to the
Right.
school.
Yes. Now you're on the corner of Colborne.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Right, here we are. So
There's the school.
There's the church.
You see, this is I described that as double. Oh, you've moved it away again. I described that as double height curbing because, in fact, there is. See that car park? There's kind of like a little ledge. Then there's another curb.
Yeah, but it's not really double curbing.
No, this
People
isn't
can
double
get up
curb.
there.
No, see that. No, somebody's done that on purpose. See that?
It is there, but not further on.
Okay. See that? You can't. That's intentional. There's a curb and then there's another curb.
Yes, but that's not what I call double high curbing. Double high curbing is
yes,
higher.
we know. Yes, but I don't know what this is. Well, I don't know whether Sajid implemented this a few years back, whether it was to allow the parents just to pull in quickly. I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know what purpose.
I mean, well, no, it's clearly intended to allow cars to use that bit of road without blocking it, to stop there without blocking it.
Yeah, I think what it's causing a few problems and
so
what
you're proposing
well,
is,
I mean, you can see there's a blue car parked on the grass verge in that photo.
The bollards will stop that. The bollards will stop that. But what are you proposing there, Marie? Where that arrow is on the picture now, which line are you going to double height? The one on the edge of the road or the one on the edge of the grass?
God, that's
well, I would have thought the one on the edge of the grass.
on the grass. They wouldn't do it on the other bit because it would be a trip hazard. That's what Marie said to me in the past.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's
top of
these
my
bits.
curbing.
Yeah.
Yes, we are, because we are going to including, I don't know whether that's the little pulling area, but we want to put some double curbing to stop them gaining access through, isn't it? Because they're gaining access through these gaps, these little paths.
Okay,
And
all right,
parking
no
on the
problem.
verge.
That's all fine.
Okay.
You're still leaving that pull-in. You can see it as a double dashed line between the blue lines.
Yeah.
That's the pull-in. That's still there. So
Yeah.
nobody should complain.
Now. Okay.
There's a history to that pull-in in that I know when Alex and Susan were the councillors,
Right.
there had been some cuttings into the grass verges to accommodate parking.
Yeah.
It's elsewhere. I think mostly it happened in Itis Heath, but there was a bit there, yeah. But anyway, yes.
Yeah. Just to inform you, Phil, that I started recording the meeting, as you can see. So this is being live recorded to be put on YouTube. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. That one's fine then, Marie. Any more to look at?
Right. School Road, the bollards outside the elderly accommodation. Parents, and we've got the poor warden right there at the Pelican, crossing over, trying to cross over the children. And we've got motorists, to try and call it up. Motorists. Bumping up the curb and just.
This is a school parking area. The school
parking area, but you do get the parking there as well.
Yeah. But this is the problem outside the Yardley.
Yeah, outside Yardley Wood Primary School. Yeah, this is it here. Yeah, outside Bouncing Bears Day Centre and the pizza place.
Okay, let's
So you're looking at more bollarding here, right?
Bollards are looking here to try and stop them. Yeah. Right. Yeah, so it's right. Yeah, look at all this.
And here we are, all the children there, and you've got a car doing exactly what it was that we witnessed there. And there they are, double parked on that area.
On the pavement. That's just terrible.
I know it is. We couldn't believe it when we saw it.
Okay.
And
we approve that one,
well.
Marie. You've won another. Go on. Next
one.
That's fine.
Go back to the Pelican Crossing. Yeah.
They jump up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I get on.
Come up here. They come along here, or they just drive along there, or bump up here and come along here.
But are you going to provide a route through so they can park in front of that row of shutters or not?
Well, it's a private forecourt, so we've got to allow them access.
Yes, that is a proper drop curb. Yeah. Yes. So that you will leave a passageway through on the proper drop curb. Oh, somebody's put some bollards there already. Did you see those just then? At the Pelican? Oh, that shot you.
Oh, there's a couple of bollards.
Yeah.
Yes, right where the lady.
There you are. Look. See, those are to stop cars getting out.
When we met there, when we met there, Sajid Khan, the other highways engineer, said that before those bollards were there, parents just used to pull up there.
Yes, that's right. That's why we had to put the bollards in.
Yeah, well, that's great. Those are
good. The bollards will now be around that. What's that? Those paving slabs with the bubbles on. They've got a special name, haven't they, Marie?
Oh, the tactile paving.
Yes. So the bollards will be all around this like square area, you know, where the mums are there with
to stop them getting along the pavement. Yes. So because they are entitled to the point I was making, they are entitled to cross the real dropped curb, right? What they shouldn't be able to do is get along the pavement. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, because we're going to allow them access to gain access to their private forecourt.
Yeah, obviously people need to be able to get onto the nursery's forecourt. Of course they do.
Okay.
Now, I was searching. I can't find this zebra crossing proposal to show. I do apologise.
No, I haven't seen it. But can you go to if you haven't got it, Marie, can you just go to the site on the on your Google Maps thing?
Yes, it is.
I've just searched for it, and Bill, have you been sent the Haunch Lane zebra crossing proposal plan?
Yes, I did see that.
Oh,
But I think I
I know
did.
you're
Yes, and this was the one by the shops, wasn't it? Bottom of Haunch Lane.
Yes.
yeah.
Some debate about how close it is to that fairly new estate, that newest estate with the exit.
Yeah, but have you seen the actual plans, the drawings?
I haven't got them here now. I think I did see them, but if you've got anything else you can
No,
show me.
I can't find them on my emails.
I'm trying to
I
remember.
think we had said, I think it was by this tree, just away from this tree where there was no drop. Hold on a minute. This is annoying. Haunch Lane.
Let me just
Sorry,
have a look.
Councillor Davis, you said you received the drawing.
I'll see if I can find it on my I may have copied it to my personal email. Let me just have a look and see if I can find that under Billesley Ward.
Right, just give me 1 minute.
Marie, do you want to take your emails off in case there's any sensitive information?
Oh, I've read them all.
I was just gonna quick.
Could
I'm
you
just
open
gonna
the
look
third
for
one
them.
down?
I
It looks
definitely haven't
interesting.
got it.
Would this be under your list of traffic regulation orders?
Yeah, because it would be. No, I don't know. Let's have a look. If I can look under mine.
Oh, that's the scheme down at Slade Lane. Let's have a look.
Oh, that was a zebra crossing. We did that. That's not it. Oh.
That's not one. Let's have a look. Students.
I've got the application form that Sajid did, but I haven't got the drawings. But hopefully, we just look at the site. We can still agree in principle from the
site.
Yeah. We can
Let
agree
me,
full stop. We
I'm
don't
just
even need
gonna
to see the
give me a
site.
minute. I'm gonna quickly call and see if it.
Now we've got the screen, her screen showing us.
This will make riveting watching on YouTube, won't it?
Yeah, we're absolutely gripping stuff. Bit like England
You're
versus
right for the
Denmark.
election podcasts. I doubt it.
Right, I'm just sharing the application form. No, that's not it. That's the wrong one. Stop sharing. It's blank. That's not helpful, is it?
You have to choose the right window.
I know.
Look, it would have come from Marie, I suppose.
Let me try this one. It says this is the one. Here we are. So this is the application form that I started and Sajid finished. So it's for 80,000. It links to our ward action plan priority 2 to reduce speeding and improve road safety. So that's where we have to get the ward forum official approval, that box. That's the aims of the Brum Breathes Fund, and this is our project title here. So zebra crossing, the parking restrictions and the bird protection measures. So Sajid is saying that it could be done autumn to the spring, and that it would hopefully all be in place by the 31st of March, the zebra crossing on Haunch Lane, the parking restrictions around Our Lady of Lords and the bird protection measures on Twitter Road. Enhanced safety of pedestrians. Capital costs of proposed measures would be £80,000 without any additional revenue implications, because that was an important part of Brum Breathes, that whatever was put in place couldn't have additional revenue implications. So you couldn't put up, Marie explained that we couldn't put up like a railing or something, because then if that was damaged, it would then cost a lot of money to repair and replace it. Okay, it's just who's going to carry it out. And then that's when it's going to be done and the amount of money and we're proposing. And those are the aims of the thing. And that's what we need. Warm forum minutes, quotations, permission from the departments, and then whether we've considered ongoing revenue costs. And and then us just sign it at the end. So that's that. And Marie, any luck? Oh, she's on the phone.
On the
Well,
phone
Marie,
to
could
Sajid.
you tell us anyway about what the proposed location was?
Yeah, I don't think it matters, to be honest with you. It's a pedestrian crossing at Horse Lane Shops.
I'm not
Yeah,
going
but-
about, Councillor, I'm not going Barbie. Sir G's on the line. I'm right. It's not ready yet.
Oh,
I knew,
okay.
'cause
No
if it was
worries.
ready, I would have had a copy.
No worries. Right. Can we have
It's got to be
a?
designed.
I think we need to have a formal vote on the proposals. So should we have hands up? All those in favour? Lovely. Any against?
Yeah.
Okay, lovely. That's
Lovely.
approved. Thank you so much for
Right.
your support. Then we're on to item 3. Any other business? Any other urgent business for the ward forum?
A couple of things, but what?
Well-
Go on, you tell them about.
Well,
the-
yeah, I mean, there are a couple of things which, as you know, have been ongoing things. I did send you an email earlier, Catherine. I don't know if you've seen it.
I haven't yet.
But-
I've been at teaching today.
Okay, the thing with behind the shops on Yardley Wood
Yes.
Road, this is
Yes.
running and running. Now,
Yes.
not only are there the things behind the shops, there are now things in front of the shops. I
Right.
have
Fly tipping.
I have now found out who owns that property,
Well, we
Okay.
believe it.
and it is King Edward's School.
We believe.
And well,
Oh,
why would the postmaster tell me it was if it was not?
Yes.
Because he says that they lease that land to the shops. So he
Oh,
must know.
right.
He's the postmaster. He's been there for years. So, really, I want them to do something about that. I spent 2 hours litter picking there, picking up what I could pick up.
Mm.
But there are things like, quite frankly, I can't pick up a mattress.
No. We need it cleared, and we need the gates on both sides.
All the shops want
Locked.
to have those gates. They
Mm.
would even, the postmaster said to me that even if you put up, one of those bollard things that locks,
Yeah.
that they would all club together and they would pay for it.
Oh,
And they'd all
great.
have a key. But they want it. They are sick and tired of having all this mess behind their shops and in front of their shops that has been reported. Well, I've reported it today, but Rob Cooley reported it days and days ago. It's not been picked up.
Yeah.
That's the fly tipping in front.
That's in front of the shops.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, if it's
Okay,
there,
I'll
obviously
chase
that's a
it.
council matter. But of course, the
Yes.
problem is that if we have a private freeholder, a landowner, and leases rented out to the shops, we don't know if they're direct or whether there's some other body intervening, then clearly that's a civil matter between the parties.
No, I understand that, but the stuff in front of the shops, there are fridges, there are cupboards, there is a mattress, there is a pallet.
Yeah.
It's
No,
becoming
that's a public matter. You're quite right.
But
it's becoming a dumping
It's
ground.
fly tipping, isn't it? Essentially.
Yeah, it's fly tipping. Would any of you know? I mean, I used to get things picked up so easily. I used to deal with Selena Ellis. Is she no longer with Cleaner Greener Streets?
As far as we know, not.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
thought I had an idea she was not, because she was terrific. She was wonderful
yes.
to deal with, and now I've got nobody to deal with. I just have to send a generic email, and then they say, they send back, in a normal standard response, we are dealing with it, and then they don't deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always forward it to me. Sorry, I was on the phone and muted and that sort of. What is it? Sorry, Beryl. Is it the dumping of outside the shops, the row of shops on Brook Lane? Was it?
No, not
No.
Yardley Wood Road.
This is on the
Yardley Wood Road.
You know where Zeb's is.
Yes.
But it has progressed from behind the shops, which I understand is a private matter, to in front of the shops.
Oh, right.
Now, there is another thing that I would like to bring up, and Catherine knows because we've discussed this sort of thing, but frankly, something is going to have to be done about it, and that is the travellers. Because, as Phil, you must know, down at Chimbrook, not only did they leave a churned up field and a filthy mess that took volunteers 2 days to clear up, they committed criminal damage by smashing through the fence, smashing through the gate, putting an angle grinder on a metal post. Now, I do not understand why the police are not doing anything. I understand that the police cannot charge someone unless they know who did it. But when the papers are served and the bailiffs tell them to go, why do the police not follow them, and then they would see who did it and stick the bracelets on them? I mean, is this rocket science?
Well, I agree.
Why are the police frightened to do it?
There's no proactive policy. The fact is, it's police resourcing. We only can get the police out because we've got the necessary powers relating to the number of pitches we've got elsewhere. So one of my concerns when I was chairing LPPC, Public Protection, was that we made sure we had at least some functioning pitches, because without that, you can't even get the police out to come and deal with the matter because of obviously the usual reasons, resources. We have a reasonably good relationship with the police currently in terms of getting them out. That's why the papers are served so quickly. So it's within a couple of days, they have to shift. But the trouble is, they don't have there isn't a police presence, and we had a conversation with the local police sergeant just this week, didn't we, Catherine, about how short-staffed they are and how they're pulled off onto other issues in the city centre so often. They don't have the resources to have the people there keeping an eye on these sites, and of course these sites, these break-ins, which is effectively what this is when they're using angle grinders and breaking fences.
Yes.
Are not witnessed or reported, and that is the difficulty. This is why the long-term policy has to be, and again I was pushing for this, and I'll continue to pick it up on planning now. I was pushing for this issue of more sites and actually some sort of protocol with the travelling community that directs them almost by agreement to certain sites that have been agreed, which we're not there yet, but this protocol is being worked on. And again, as when I was chair of Licensing Public Protection, I was briefed on this. It'll take some time to get it moving. But I mean, it's a national problem as well, in that really any new government needs to look at this and say, how do they resource proper provision for travellers' sites so that, there can be more rigorous enforcement around protecting our parks, but that, they've got decent sites to go to. So it's a really big issue, which I think we were able to push along a bit when I was chairing public protection. But, it's going to take time to resolve, and I don't see it going away in the immediate future, I'm afraid.
Because just because they might say, well, we have got nowhere else to go. This does not allow, in my view, allow them to commit criminal damage.
No, it doesn't.
No, I agree. But they have somewhere else to go, in the sense that we can require them to go. This is why, because we've got official sites, we can require them to leave these sites, because otherwise it takes huge amounts of effort, and the police aren't that interested, frankly. Because, on private property, they treat it as a civil matter, and the police don't necessarily get involved. It's quite difficult to engage the police because of all the other stuff they have to do. And we have got to a better position on this, but we really need more resource in terms of identified sites, in terms of in the city, elsewhere. And there really ought to be a large site provided in some of the greener areas up in the north of the city, towards Sutton Coldfield, and then we'd have more ability to redirect as well. So that is sort of chugging along. But the trouble is, it doesn't answer, as you quite rightly say, Beryl, the criminal acts which are committed.
You know, those fences are still down.
Yeah, and it's a
Shinbrook
police
is all open. Yeah, they can
Yeah.
just drive on, help yourself.
We need to get those fences repaired, of course. But the trouble is, you know,
they have been, sorry, councillor, they have been reported to Parks, the damaged fences. We know how they got damaged, of course, we know it is, but they have been reported. Parks,
well, I guess,
yes,
I guess
they're aware of it.
Yeah, and we need to push them to. Of course, the cuts in Parks is not helping. But
well, no, I mean, I just wish people would stop employing them, because then they'd stop coming.
Yes, I agree, and I think
I think a lot of the fly tipping actually is down to them, because there was a lot of fly tipping that they left behind in the parks, which was obviously from work that they'd done, from building work or gardening work, and they just left it in the park.
They wouldn't dream of paying landfill tax or going to the tip. They just leave it behind. Yes.
No, I'm afraid they do. I mean, we've discussed actually, again, in terms of the wider policy, I had a conversation with the environmental health lead officer, whether we should actually set up some facilities in the parks that allow us to deal with this, to actually get it properly processed and, you know, it put into skips and so on. So that was certainly under consideration. And so we're looking at, you know, ways of making it, easing that problem. Because of the mess.
When I've discussed that with the officers in the past, the officers say to me, "Oh, we can't do that because, you know, normal residents of Birmingham who pay their council tax don't get those services for free."
Well, you see, that's so ridiculous, because I remember you saying that to me. What is so absolutely ludicrous is then it costs even more to clear it up. Oh, but no, hello, it does not really cost more, because you get volunteers doing it for nothing.
No, but the volunteers just pile up the bags. There's still got to be waste disposal.
I know, but they only have to come and pick up the bags.
But the point
it's a political issue, isn't it? You know,
it is not. It doesn't make any sense to come and clear it up on overtime, where it would be quite possible for it to put in one of the commercial wheelie bins.
Because there have actually been cases over the last few years where they have actually made some effort to bag things up before they left.
Yeah.
And I really feel that if there were like those big biffer bins, that they would bag it up and they would put it in there.
Well, look, I think we need to raise this again from here, and I can chase this, knowing what I know about the policy discussions that have gone on. Although, and I can certainly pick it up with the new chair of LPPC.
I mean, I think it's at least worth a trial, isn't it?
I think
so. At least trial it.
Yes.
Or, you know, trial it once, twice, 3 times, see if it works. If it doesn't, well, then it doesn't. But if it does, then
and it would fit actually with this other trial proposal, this pilot scheme, to get a sort of agreed number of voluntary sites, which is one of the things Leeds apparently tried this quite successfully, and the travelling community itself sort of identified some sites, and there was an agreement that they'd use these, and then you could of course service those sites to some degree.
Yes.
But it does need to be raised with the new MP, I think, in terms of you know, some policy, some national initiative, given that obviously a new government, all being well, would allow us to review a lot of these policies. But yeah, it's an important point you raised there, Beryl.
But the last change in the law was the one that said local authorities have to provide sites. Once they've provided sites, the police are then allowed to seize caravans and vehicles if people then go and park elsewhere. Birmingham has never, ever managed to produce enough sites to use that law. So that law already exists. I can't remember which one it is.
We do need more sites, that's right. And I pressed really. I mean, the officers tend to be very conservative about the number of sites. We've got a minimum number of pitches. One of the sites was out of action for 18 months because there'd been a squatting group of travellers who had trashed the place. And so we had all that. So we really need preferably another 2 new sites, frankly, in, you know, geographically away from the city centre, away from South Birmingham, up in the north, where there's, you know, plenty of space. And that's what I've been pressing for, and I'll continue to do that. You know, we'll both do that, I'm sure.
Okay, thank you for
Okay.
that.
Thank you.
All right. I don't.
Any other business?
Probably come to the end of our agenda.
I think we have. Thank you,
Okay.
Marie.
So thank you, Marie, very much for that, and thank you, Barry and Beryl, as ever, for
Lovely.
your contribution. We
Brilliant.
couldn't do without you.
Well, we had your undivided attention.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. No, well, as you know, we had to have this meeting to make sure we could agree these proposals, or so we can. So Marie's now free to move them on, which is great.
Okay. The councillor, if you can just stop on just for 1 minute. Just want to ask you a quick question.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. We'll go. Bye-bye.
Okay then. All
Okay.
right, that's lovely.
All right, all the
Thank
best.
you very much. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Just a quickie, so am I including that little bit of Colborne? Oh, I think it was before you came on, Councillor Davis.
Yeah.
They've raised because we're doing a bit of doubles. Where's the drawing? Colborne Road, Junction Tritterford.
Yes.
Part of the, you know about this one, yeah. Colborne, Tritterford. Now, the opposite end of Colborne, they are just highlighted to us. Right by, what was the centre called again?
Can I stop recording then? Is the meeting finished?
Yes.
Oh, the meeting's finished.
Oh, okay,
Sorry.
lovely.
Well, Marie wanted to pick up a point with us, but I think we'll say the meeting's finished now. Yes, formally.
Lovely. How do I stop recording? Aha, found it. Stop recording.
Oh,
Good.
no, what am I doing?